So, party people, welcome again to a new episode of the Me and Them Podcast, episode 77, where we don't pay attention, attention pays us. I'm your boy, Rain.
Never in one take. It's never in one take.
It was.
It was, because you know why?
I just kept going with it.
Because we're going to leave that there.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why.
Oh, my God.
And you is?
I am Taryn.
I'm Savoy.
I am very much Taryn.
She is very much so right now.
I'm Taryn to the 10th degree all this week.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
No fun for nobody. Is that what that means?
Taryn is fine. She's just not taking no BS.
Oh, did some BS come along?
No, she's just...
Oh.
You're not just having it? I got you.
Came along because she's not taking any. See how that works?
Yeah, see how that works.
You know that meme of, like, what's his name? The Simpson, where he goes back into the bushes?
Oh, Homer.
Oh, Homer.
That every time I see some bullshit going down or it starts to happen, I'm just like...
Just fade into the background?
Fade into the bushes, into the shrubbery.
Especially if it has nothing to do with me, in my office. In my room, in my house, in my car.
That's the best kind of drama to have.
I'm like, nope.
Let's walk
not
away
to
from
be
it.
yours, and you can be like, oh, this is too much. I'm out of here.
Or what's that
the
saying that's been going around? Not my monkeys, not my circus.
I say that shit all the time.
Yeah, is that?
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Mm-hmm. Seen that a lot lately. I was like, well, I like that. But yeah.
You know what I just find so weird is that people who want to be in things that don't involve them, like they purposely inject themselves into things, and I'm just
That's
like,
annoying.
why would you do that?
Yeah. It's nothing to do with your ass.
Why would you want that?
I told you.
Do you not have
just seek
anything
attention.
else in your life?
It's like high school. People like drama.
Mm-hmm.
The whole world is like, the whole outside world is like high school outside of a high school campus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about at work. I'm just talking about like in
Yeah,
general.
in general, yeah.
Like people always want the scoop or want to act like they know so that they can give the information or they can whatever.
I really don't
I'm
give
just
a
like,
fuck.
no, I'm cool.
Yeah.
No, if it has nothing to do with me, then I don't care.
But yeah, people think once you get, I can't wait to get out of high school. It's like built the drama. It's like, nah, life is just a continuation of high school.
Yeah, but now with alcohol and bills and reality
and
shit.
Kids and yeah, it's real shit.
Yeah, it's real shit.
But it's still high school.
Pretty much. Just on a different level.
Yeah. It's a high school drama. It's Dawson's Creek all the time.
One Tree Hill.
It's One Tree Hill.
Those like 90s references right there.
Right.
You know them shows.
What is the other one? My Life as an American Teenager or something like that?
That's a long-ass title. I don't know that at all. I don't know that one at all. Like,
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know
like
the whole ass title. It's like a long ass
Or
title.
It's My Life as a Teenager, maybe. It's one of those.
it's like Beverly
But you know what I'm talking
90210. That shit.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know that show. Never even heard that title.
I forgot Beverly Hills 90210 took place in high school.
Oh, it's The Secret Life of the American.
Yes, there it is. Secret
Teenager
Life
or
for the
whatever.
American Teenager. Yes,
That's still a title I still don't even know. I don't know
is
the
one.
Diary of a
That one's
Wimpy Kid or some shit like that. That's a
That's a movie.
That's a movie, yeah.
Movie series.
Yeah, that's a movie.
Me like it.
They're turning it into a Disney Plus series, I think.
Of course
soon.
they are.
But it ain't out yet.
It's funny how there's nothing entertainment-wise going out until summer.
Well, I don't know, man. This variant.
Oh, the Decepticon?
Omarion.
Omarion.
And Florona. I mean, I just...
Yeah.
Keep it wherever that is. Keep it in the...
It's already here, Florona.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they had a case. It's always... They always find a case here. Whenever they find it overseas, the next time they find it,
it's in California.
Yeah,
Somewhere in California.
it's in Southern California.
It's like, oh, we got the first case in India. 17 hours later, first case in California was tested out of the Getty Center.
From 17 hours, he flew from India to LA.
What the fuck?
That's what happens.
That shit, I can't.
And,
I just...
her and I were talking about this the other day, that there's a variant in France that is going around, but they said it's not doing anything really, so we don't have to worry about it.
It's funny how
they're not doing enough numbers over there. It's not popping, so they're like, don't worry.
Those other countries, when they do lockdown, they're serious about lockdown.
They're still on lockdown.
Yeah, but hardcore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Australia's.
I went down. Sorry.
Australia's on lockdown.
Scared me.
Lockdown.
Somebody, I want to say the Netherlands, they just went on lockdown.
How are they on lockdown, but we have the CDC who says
We're fine.
you don't have to quarantine for the whole 10 days. You can 5 days, and then you can go back to work, and you just have to make sure you wear a mask the last 5 days. Like, wait, what?
I don't know.
That makes no
I
sense.
get,
I'm
like,
quarantined
keeping
for 10
the
days.
economy going and whatever, but, like, that's the
Jenny,
complete... It's like a 90-degree turn from what you said before. Now I'm so confused.
Yeah, you got quarantine 14 days, stay home. Oh, no, do half.
Well, yeah.
You're good for 10, but you can go to work, wear a mask for the next 5. No, I'm going to do the whole...
But if you're not vaccinated, we fired you.
Yeah,
Right.
that too.
But we're short-staffed, so we fired them.
Yeah.
But if you have it, you can go back to work. Wait, what?
Well, unfire you if you get vaccinated.
But, okay, so they want you to wear a mask, right? So how are vaccine shots not effective against the disease, but masks are? Because if masks were that effective, then we wouldn't need a vaccine, right? Everybody wear a mask, and this should be over, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Well, see, that's the problem. You assume that everybody's going to follow the rules and wear a mask. People don't fucking do that.
I mean,
that's the first issue.
Well, that's very true.
Only time I ever wore a mask when I'm on the road is if I go somewhere in I had to drop out at City Hall. I'll wear a mask, even though I'm in there for 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, inside a government building.
Yeah, because they're gonna bitch. And I don't want to deal with that bitch.
Any place where there's other people,
because
I put my mask on.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm out and about by myself, I gotta go walk out across the street and go get my car or something. I'm not wearing a mask. Yeah. It's just me and fresh air. Get out of here.
Yeah, because they have a note saying, "Oh, please wear a mask when you're doing deliveries." I'm like, do I have to?
Yes.
I don't, though, because like I said, even
you should.
I should, but I don't. And the business I go to, I'm in there 5 seconds. Oh, here you go. I'm out.
I was in my office today, and for the first time, somebody asked me why I was wearing a mask. And I looked at him and I said, "Excuse me? We are in a healthcare field in an office.
Right.
People are coming in and out for a vaccine clinic.
Right.
We have all kinds of other shit going around here. Mm-hmm. Yes, we sanitize. Yes, we clean. Yes, I'm in my own office, but I just came from walking through the hallway of the office to do a bunch of other stuff. I had my mask on all day. I was like, I'm not taking it off. Why do you have your mask on?" I just looked at him. I was like, I'm not even going to validate that with an answer.
I probably could, but then the breathing, because the fact that I'm hustling, it's I want to take this mask off. It's on my face,
Well, no,
I
understand
get that.
Yeah,
sweaty,
that's the
but
only
that's
thing.
in your van. Nobody else is in there.
Yeah,
and
right.
it's sanitized.
Yeah.
It's probably electrostatic sanitized as well as whatever else they do with the cavicide and all that other BS to sanitize it. So that's not something you have to worry about because it's only you from the morning until you put the truck back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fine. But when you're going in somewhere, when you're going to be walking in a crowd of other people, I'm probably going to be wearing my mask for a while. I hate it. I do.
Yeah,
but
it's trash.
The one that I have that I like, and the more I wear it, the more I'm like, oh, I forgot I still have this on.
Yeah.
I'm just whatever.
Yeah. When I was I forget that I have it on.
I never forget that I have mine on. I never forget. I go man, this shit is trash. But you do what you got to do. So.
Yeah. And on that note, but yeah, anything going on? Everybody good?
They push movies back and stuff.
Yeah, they did that. I'm annoyed by that, but I'm hoping for
those for good reasons though.
I'm hoping for reshoots and adding more people in.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about when it comes to Morbius.
Well, because
I think that's just what they're telling you. I think they already figured out all that other BS. They just don't want to lose the money because of what's going around right now.
True. But I feel like if they do the reshoots and they add Andrew Garfield in the movie. I'm cool with that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do
hopefully.
want to make something else very clear that I didn't realize was actually happening until today.
All right, what that is.
People, if you need to get COVID tested, go on the county site for whatever county you're in or whatever state you're in. You don't go to an ER.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
need
my
to
God,
go
are
to
you
an
serious?
urgent care, you make a freaking appointment. Like,
People are going.
people are
Yeah.
going to the ER for things that do not apply to
Right.
get tested because they have very mild symptoms that are not life-threatening. The ER is called the emergency room for a reason. It's for heart attacks and people who can't go get simple procedures or
Yeah.
can't wait to see their primary care physician and things like that. Stop going to the ER unless you actually need the ER.
Yeah, it's not the PR.
Killing
It's
me.
not the paranoid room.
Oh yeah, because
Right?
we were talking about that. It's like, okay, people are going to urgent care and the ER for these tests, and we're like, well,
You can go to
The
Rite Aid
name
and
of-
CVS for free.
but the name of those places specify what they're there for. Urgent care is something that's urgent, something that is in need of attention
Like
right
you broke
now.
your leg.
Right.
You got shot.
The emergency room is for an emergency. Like, I'm having a baby.
I have a heart
A
attack.
heart attack, or I got shot. I
yeah.
need surgery.
I'm
like,
bleeding out. I
Right?
have
Yeah.
internal bleeding.
Yeah,
I
like,
have sepsis.
You can't go in there you can't go to the ER. I have a little cough.
you know.
Fuck out.
Now, like, if you're having shortness of breath and trouble
Yeah.
breathing,
Then yes,
legitimately,
legit-
not.
like okay, one of those two, okay, that's their options. That's different. But if you got like a sore throat and the sniffles, and you're like, oh, I might have COVID. Well, then you might have COVID, and just chill. Or I mean, if you want
Go
to
to a
the
drive-through
store,
at CVS.
Yeah.
yeah,
Do that.
Google that shit.
I did
promise
it. I
you-
did it. It
Like
worked. It's quick.
there are urgent cares that are doing tests, but
Right.
it's not all of them,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to have an appointment.
Well, the Rite Aid by my house are giving free COVID tests right now. It was a little tent.
Well, Rite Aid, CVS, there's some Walgreens. They do
Yeah.
drive-through
You can
testing.
look. You can Google it. Like
There's
free
random ass
COVID. Yes.
sites at random ass
Yes.
addresses and random ass parking lots that are doing testing,
Yes.
that is true.
and all that shit is free.
Yes.
No bill involved.
No.
Free
you-
for
You
free,
go to
free.
the emergency room and you don't have insurance, there's
They're
a
gonna
good
charge your
chance
ass.
you're gonna get charged up the ass.
A
So make the
arm
smart decision.
And a leg.
Decision.
Now you got an
Forget it.
emergency.
And you love.
Decision. Now you got a financial emergency.
Yeah.
And this doesn't just apply because of COVID. This applies in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For anything. If it's not something that needs immediate attention, or if it's not life threatening, then
Don't go there.
Don't go those places.
Recently, I had the flu. Like, I had it bad. So I was off work for like 2 days. Like, I had the chills. I had the thing. It was, Yeah, the chills. I hated that. It was a fucking hot-ass room, cold as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But then, it took a day or two and went away. So I'm just like... But then I was a little paranoid, so I bought the over-the-counter COVID test. And negative all 3 times. Because it says, buy a second one just in case it's a false negative.
Yeah, because those things
Yeah.
have false negatives
Since
and
you're
false
not a medical
positives.
professional,
Yeah.
you could have fucked it up.
Yeah. And then I waited a few hours, and I took it again, said negative. Then we had an extra one. I got paranoid on Friday, and I took it again, said negative. I'm like, cool, all right, that's enough. So yeah, buy it over the counter. It's not that expensive. Or just make an appointment at CVS drive-through. That's what I did. Easy peasy.
Speaking about tests, didn't the person who came up with the PCR test say that test isn't accurate when it comes to differentiating between sicknesses? So, like, if you have the flu or if you have the cold and you get the PCR test, there's a good chance you're going to test positive for COVID because it's just testing for a disease and infection. It's not specific enough
It's not,
for that. I want to say his name is Dr. Malone, right? That's his name?
Can't find this thing. Somebody posted yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the CDC website. And they were talking about how they're changing it for some reason or something like that. And I can't find it. But yeah, and I'll was like, God damn it. Yeah, I can't find it. I would have to go. Yeah, so there's something about the test and they're like changing. I'm not sure what it is, so I don't want to say because I don't want to give the wrong information. But yeah.
Oh, yes. Dr. Robert W. Malone. That's his name.
The mailman. No, I'm kidding.
That's the wrong Malone, sir.
Oh, is that Post?
No, it's not Post. It's not Carl.
That's all the Malones I know. Wait. Yeah, that's all the Malones I know.
There's a Jeff Malone that played for Utah, too.
Oh, yeah.
He played for the Bullets first.
Yeah, that name sounds familiar. Because he's in 2K 2020, I think.
Oh, on the, like the all Wizards.
All-Star.
Yeah.
All-Star team, yeah. Pick your favorite, yeah.
Yeah.
So, suppose the total cases in the United States are 58,689,973.
Damn.
Total vaccines administered is 516,597,039.
Damn.
Yeah, what's un?
They don't know. You can't.
No. Oh, you can't, yeah.
Deaths in the U.S. the last 30 days. There's no number there. Total deaths in the U.S. 831,729.
Still under a million. Gaining there, though.
Yeah. Doesn't make it any better.
It doesn't, no,
Right.
I know.
But I love how there's a tab that just says science. That's
it's
weird.
faux science.
You
That's the CDC website?
That came straight from the CDC website at 10:59 p.m. on Friday, Friday, January 7th, 2022.
June.
My God.
Like, damn, we done
You jumping 6 months
I
ahead.
know.
quantum leapt.
All right.
I was like,
We're looking at a variant of Terran.
You know what I'm saying? A Tarian.
This is a multiverse over here. This is
A
Terran from
a Terran variant? A Tarian?
Yeah.
all right.
This is 6 months. 6 months from now, Terran.
That's why she not taking no shit.
I
done seen the first 6 months of this year. It's bullshit, and I'm not taking any. What's wrong with y'all? I came back to let you know that this shit is for the birds.
You know what I saw yesterday? There was this woman on TikTok who lives in Florida.
Ooh.
She's like,
I'm done.
she's like, we already did all that shit. Like, she's like, Florida's past that. Like, y'all are late.
Yeah,
She's like, we've been through all this shit. She's like, 3-4 months ago, when Delta came ripping through Florida, she's like, we were out, we were full, and then it was gone.
Yeah.
And she's like, she's like, yeah. She's like,
Yeah.
She's like, nope, we're fine here. We're open. Nobody wears a goddamn mask.
Nobody
like,
wears
I'm
a
like,
mask.
what?
Florida and Texas,
Yep.
they are just not giving a fuck.
That's crazy.
I mean,
Everybody else is.
I don't know.
Well, anyway,
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it is what it is.
it is what it is.
Hey, I'm all
Hold
for
on.
you.
Wait a second.
What?
Let's check this out.
Uh-oh.
Evaluating the results of antigen testing for SARS-CoV-2.
Right.
Evaluating the results of an antigen test for COVID-19 depends primarily on the clinical and epidemiological context of the person who has been tested. Symptoms, exposure to others with COVID-19, vaccination status, previous infection status, or setting in which they live. What? Why are the testing recommendations different for fully vaccinated people than they are for vaccinated people? If I'm vaccinated, they will not give me this answer. Am I going to test positive?
Remember, we discussed that. If you get vaccinated.
Yeah, but there's no answer. We can discuss that, but I want the answer.
Oh, yeah. Well, because they can't say on there if you get vaccinated and you get a test within, right after that you're going to test positive, because it's happened. We know people that have gotten the vaccine and then had to take a COVID test and then they tested positive. Maybe they're just assuming that if you are fully vaccinated and you get a test, if it's positive, they're not gonna treat you the same way because they're gonna say, oh, well, you're vaccinated, so your symptoms are gonna be mild, but they're not thinking about the
long term,
about whether because you can still pass it, you can still get it. They call it breakthrough cases when you're fully vaccinated, but you still get it, but you can get it and you can pass it. So it's like, well,
what happens now?
I don't know. I always thought
So several studies have documented persistent or intermittent detection of virus using RT-PCR after recovery. In these cases, the people did not seem to be infectious to others. Thus, if the person being tested as recently had COVID-19 and completed their period of isolation, it is possible for that person to receive a negative antigen test result and a positive confirmatory NAAT, I don't know what that is, potentially indicating a persistent detection of COVID-19 after recovery from COVID-19. That's why you have to repeat the test.
What's the turnaround rate about recovering fast? Because Roman Reigns, wrestler, contracted COVID, but that was like what?
that was
A week ago, and then he's back on.
Because you only need 5 days.
Because if
I tried to tell you.
It's reduced to 5.
If you're asymptomatic or if you're fully vaccinated after 5 days, you can go back. They say.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they.
Technically, he probably should have been wearing a mask, but I'm not even going to go there.
Right. Well,
yeah, but that's gonna kill.
Well, like when he goes into the crowd,
Oh,
he
yeah.
puts his mask on.
Yeah.
But, and I'm sure he's taking extra precaution because he is, immunocompromised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you need 5 days, huh? They loosening it from 14.
Yeah.
I do 14 days.
It's like it's either 5 or 6 depending. Like the NBA and for NFL, if you're fully vaccinated and you come and you get a positive COVID test, you can go back after 6 days, I believe, if you're fully vaccinated and you're not showing any symptoms. So.
Oh, this is what it was.
What's that?
So the RT-PCR are not. This was the debate. So the debate is that all of that stuff says not for diagnostic testing use.
Okay.
Which means it's not meant to diagnose.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are like, so what is the point of it? In you giving me the diagnosis saying that I have COVID-19?
If
then
that
how?
test isn't for that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Which is weird.
Yeah, it's annoying.
So I feel like they have.
So they have very specific tests from very specific companies with certain probes and primers that's used for testing, but not all of them are recommended for diagnostic testing use. But how do you know which is which? I'm not going to go on here and look at this list
and be like,
hold on, let me make sure this isn't on here.
Right.
If it's a COVID test out there and you let them put it on the market for me to pick up or for me to buy, I'm going to assume that the one I use is safe for me to use, and it's going to give me a diagnostic test result.
Right.
But,
so they basically have like those over-the-counter ones and things like that. Because I've been seeing that lately, like on social media, people with those tests, and it looks like it's for your peace of mind, just to be like, oh, I don't have it, or oh, I do.
Well,
have
because
it,
nobody
accepts.
Nobody takes the results of those tests. Like if you're going to a stadium event and you're not vaccinated and you're going to get a test within, now it's 48 hours because they think that by minimizing the window, they're going to deter people, which they're not. Right. But anyways, I digress. You can't take an at-home test and get the rapid result because they're not going to take that as your result, so that they're not going to let you in.
Right.
So are those at-home rapid tests not for diagnostic testing use, and is that why nobody's taking those results seriously? I mean, not seriously, but like as acceptance to be part of the community and be involved in these large events.
So then why? So like I said,
So then why have them
They
for?
just have them for just people to go there just to make money. That's
But
what it
peace
is.
of mind is now.
Doesn't-
I'll
peace
never
of mind
buy one
doesn't
of those
really
now. I'm not
exist.
gonna get peace of mind.
Peace doesn't really
Right.
work when you can't do anything anyway. So
Right. Well, no, I agree with that, but I feel like a lot of people are buying those just like if they're feeling sick. They
don't know that either.
Right.
Well,
I don't think people really understand that they don't accept those when you go to places.
that's well, yeah. I do believe it a little bit because when I bought them because I was sick,
Right.
I was just like, okay, cool.
Right.
And that's why I took it multiple times. Because if I got like negative, positive, negative, or like any other little,
Right.
I'll be like I'm a little worried. And then I'll probably call my doctor.
Okay.
But I got negative 3 times. I'm like, okay,
Right.
you know.
But if
Well,
you
for
had
all
taken,
you know, your 3-time negatives could have been a 3-time positive.
yeah.
True.
And then if you took
I
those,
doubt it, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But if you
no,
had
yeah.
taken, let's say you wanted to go somewhere. Let's say you wanted to go to crypto.com arena and watch the Lakers play. Hey, that's what it's called, man. It's not called Staples Center anymore. Crypto.com arena.
Crypto.com.
But anyway.
So if you wanted to go watch the Laker game today, they played the Hawks. They beat
And
them.
let's just
And you-
hypothetically,
hypothetically, you had those-
hypotheticals say you
Yeah.
were not vaccinated.
Yeah,
You would have to.
Hypodermically.
Yeah, and you showed them, look, I have these 3 tests that said I was negative. They're going to be like, so?
Yeah.
You can have many of those. We're not taking that.
Yep.
So
And
then
I
what
have,
did I
you know,
spend my money on? Peace of mind. This ain't peace of mind. So now I'm pissed off because this shit don't do nothing.
Well, I have my, I am vaccinated. I have my card. I have it digitally.
I know, but I'm just saying,
yeah, if I
like,
did it, yeah, I get it.
the thing is there actually are some people that cannot get vaccinated
Right.
because they will die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're allergic to what's in
What's
there.
what's in them or
It hasn't been so.
Hasn't
I
been
did
fully
learn
vetted.
something from a very smart individual, like the beginning of the week. The vaccines that we get, like polio for the mumps and all that other stuff, those are synthesized. And they've had over time to synthesize them so that they're made of very specific proteins and they don't hurt people and they don't whatever.
Right.
This one is not yet synthesized.
Yeah, because we rushed
Right.
the shit out of
They
it.
Right.
made it in 9 months and did an emergency. So the people who got it right away, you were the testing.
Yeah,
know
you
what
were
I'm saying?
you were the monkeys.
Well, the
Yeah.
other thing is that if you take the flu shot, there's technically 3 strains of the flu.
Okay.
When you get a flu shot, it only protects you against 2.
Like the 2 most
Most
persistent
common
No,
ones, or
you
the
can
ones
be
that are-
protected against A and C or A and B or B and C or A and B. It's not going to,
It's
you
not-
don't know. It's dependent upon,
So you get a 2 out of 3 chance that you still can get. The
I'm not
flu.
saying it's a bad chance.
It's
I'm
not-
just
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
Maybe a third of the chance.
A
Because
third of
it's
a
going to
chance,
protect you from 2 of them.
Yeah.
and I don't even recall if the flu shot is finally synthesized. And I think it might be, but it was recent.
I had a corny joke after her little A and B, B and C, C and D.
What was
I
your
was
corny
like,
joke?
run DMC.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God. You right. So
Yeah.
you
Run.
right. Let me get some butter for that corn.
Can I pop it? Pop,
Yeah.
pop,
Throw
pop, pop,
some oil on
corn.
that bitch and get it popping.
I love all this COVID talk, right? No. I'm kidding. All right, let's stay. I want to drink. Let's get a shot.
Well,
Let's get these
I mean,
shots in.
unfortunately, it's consumed our lives. The last 2 years, which is crazy to say.
Yep.
2020 was the longest year of our lives,
Jesus Christ.
and then 2021 was more of the same, but it went by quicker.
Yeah.
Because we could do some stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but it was yeah.
And then right as we're getting to do all the stuff, they're like, and you just pump the brakes on that one.
Let's roll it back.
You might want to roll that back a little bit.
It happens.
You got to show proof now.
It happens. Yeah, every time things are about to open back up, something happens.
Yep.
But it's been happening.
It's
with
because
other
people get
things.
lazy and they stop wearing masks.
Yeah.
And even if they're not feeling symptomatic and they have to test for a certain reason, even though they're vaccinated and it comes out positive and we find out all this other BS.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I took my actual test when
Just wear your fucking mask, man.
and that came out negative as well too. So I'm just like, okay, cool. But
Like, hey, I feel y'all out there. You don't want to wear a mask. I
Yeah.
feel you. I would love to
yeah,
just
we
be
feel
like,
you. We're
show my
not-
face.
We're not against ordinary.
Breathe on
It's
me.
just-
Raw
Let's
dog in
go.
air.
Breathe. Inhale it all. But then I'm like, no, that's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I look at him like my wife and kids. Mm-mm.
That's right, yeah.
I don't trust you.
Yes,
I don't know you, but you look like you got it. So I'm gonna mask on. You know, and it's trash. But
And there are people who are inconsiderate and they'll do not give a shit. If they
Yeah.
have it and they're asymptomatic, they're like, I feel fine.
Mm-hmm.
I
So-
feel fine. You feel fine? Do I feel fine?
So
Do
whichever
you feel
strain
fine?
I have, this person's going to get it and feel fine. You don't know that.
If we
Right.
keep saying it, will we be fine?
Hey, mind over matter, sir. If you believe it, you can achieve it. I don't have a Marion. I don't have a Marion. And then you get tested and you have Delta. See, you don't have a Marion.
I don't. I'm not dealing with that. No, but I'm-
touch your what? Oh man.
if I don't have it, you don't have it. Is that how that works? No, I'm not dealing with it. No, that's it. No, I don't need your
Right?
help.
It's like, nah, I'm cool.
Nah, I'm cool. I don't need that in my life. I'm good. Then you don't have it.
Yeah.
Positive reinforcement right there.
Yeah, now if I believe I don't have it, I'm already on like 7. But if somebody else goes, nah, you ain't got that, I'm on 10. Let's go.
Okay,
Immune system at full capacity.
I have an idea. So, I mean,
that?
it's not an idea, but
Over
it's
9,000.
so on TikTok, because we all know at night before I go to bed or while I'm sitting on the couch, I'm watching TikTok. There is this woman on there, and it says,
And she quotes.
how to quantum jump.
See?
Oh my god.
Excuse me?
See? We here.
I haven't looked into it
Let's
yet,
talk about it.
but it has to do with manifesting.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like,
I'll just know the word for it. I'm like, are we actually
no.
time traveling over here? You just can put the word quantum in front of something.
I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff in here, so I'm going to have to go through and start at the beginning so I can learn how quantum jumping works, because I don't want to jump into the wrong quantum.
Right?
I'm not making fun of it by any means, because if this shit ends up working,
You know the quantum realm
Yeah,
is
that's what
a bitch
I'm
to get out of
saying.
once you get in. If you don't know what you're doing, Ant-Man was down there for 5 years.
Yeah.
Then they
Tell
figured
me,
it out.
he was there for 5 hours.
It was 5 hours for him.
5
but it was
hours. 5 years for everybody
yeah.
else.
oh, see, quantum class part 1.
Okay,
Class
it's-
2? Oh,
it's
shit.
lit.
It's a
That's
class.
just what she called it.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to learn.
I'm hoping that the next leap will be the leap home.
I'm ready to learn.
Whatever. I'm going to dive into this because you never know who's real, who's not. It doesn't seem like she's messing around.
Like I said, I'm for all of that.
Yeah.
Bring it on. I
I'm
want
with
to
it.
Podcast host. She might have a podcast for me to listen to. I don't know. But I just wanted to throw that out there so that you know next time I'm up here, I'm going to let you know what happens with that.
Yeah.
Because I
There you
need some
go.
major energy shifting going on over here.
What if? Nah, this just came to me when you were talking about that, and I was thinking about sorry. What if deja vu was quantum stuff?
Quantum jumping?
Yeah. What if deja?
I would
vu-
hate that because that would mean that I'm doing the same thing.
Or
Or you're just reliving something. You're not doing something. You're reliving the same.
because
But I always get deja vu at the weirdest fucking times
do,
that don't
yeah.
make sense, that are not exciting.
True. Deja vu's not supposed to be exciting.
Well, if
Yeah.
I'm reliving a moment, it better be a fucking exciting moment.
But because I have deja vu all the time,
Really?
all the time.
You're just reliving your whole life?
But I always because I'm like okay.
So how
I
does
know-
this play out?
Because so yesterday I had deja vu.
I don't remember my deja
I was sitting at the table and I was texting you. And
Him or me?
You.
Oh.
And it was when Mia came in with about the not being able to
Oh, ride her
ride her
hoverboard?
hoverboard outside. And,
Trash.
And she was sad. And I was like, as soon as she walked in, I was like, what's wrong? She was like, the manager said I can't ride my hoverboard outside.
What the fuck?
And then I texted you and I was like, oh, deja vu. what I was gonna send to you. I was like, I'm not gonna send that because I know what's gonna happen, so I didn't do it.
What?
So, in the
Wait a minute. How do you have deja vu and know what's going to happen? Because when I have deja vu about what just took place, already taking place, not more of what's going to take place, you quantum jumper.
Oh, yeah. My deja vu is, this is, okay, I know exactly what's going to happen right now.
What the Okay, look, that's not deja vu.
I'm 50-50. I've had that and I've had that.
That's not fucking deja vu.
So look, this is what was going to happen. So when I was sitting here, I'll set the scene. So this table is, against the wall, and so at this chair, I was sitting right here. I had just finished eating lunch. Me and Finn, she went outside, right? Whatever, no big deal. And I was watching something on YouTube. And then she walked in, and with the sad face, what's wrong? She said, da-da-da. And then I got on the phone. I texted you. I said, hey, apparently the managers told me and them that they can't ride the hoverboards in the building because, And then you were like, yeah,
She called me. She called Kristen's mom, too, yeah.
And and then for the further text is me being like, yeah, she was really upset, and she came in all down in the mouth and sad, and then you flew off the handle. I was like, fuck this, and
which is probably right because
like, whoop, whoop. And then when I had it written in the box, and I was like, I know where this is going.
But that's nuts because you just changed it. But you had already seen
what happened, and I changed it.
That's not fucking deja vu.
That happens to me
That's
quite
not deja
often.
vu.
I was like, if it's something that I know is gonna, if it's like bad or like that doesn't need to go that far.
It's a premonition.
Oh no, I'm not doing that because I know what's gonna happen.
But I don't know about a premonition, but I think it's changing. I think it's changing the path because you already know.
Yeah,
but how do you already know?
That's what I'm saying.
Deja vu is not already knowing.
I already walked it, and I was like, "Ooh, no, that's not gonna go well. She don't need that."
That's
and
not
then I just
vu.
let you say what you had to say, and I was like, "Okay, I got to pick my words so I don't amp her because she needs to get what she needs to get out." But it doesn't need to be turned up to 10 by me gassing her. So I just let it play out. That's why all my responses were like 1 and 1. And when you were like, and I was like, yeah, that's crazy because it is. Yeah, we got to figure it out. Yeah, because if I was like, then it's going to be, when I get home, it's going to be some smoke in the city. Dust cloud in this bitch. And I was like, we don't need that.
Which was good because it's funny because at first I was like, this motherfucker ain't saying shit. I was pissed. And then I was like, I was busy and I totally forgot about it.
See?
I was still pissed at what happened.
Right.
But I was like, there's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
And then she asked me if she could ride in the house, and I said no because she was supposed to be going to bed. And I think she waited so long because she wasn't sure what I was going to say. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, yeah, but not before bed. Like, whatever.
Right.
Because I've seen her, like, ride that thing, obviously. Mm-hmm. We thought it was going to be a disaster, and it's totally...
She got a ball out.
I just wish I had a whole-ass house for her to, like, ride through on it now, but whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I knew not to...
But I was pissed at the time. I was like, he's really not going to say shit.
I've had that moments where...
Because I knew what was going to happen.
But I didn't know
I've had classic deja vu where, like, I've done this before.
Oh, this shit just happened.
This happened, but I've had that where, like, nope.
Because that's like a Raven moment.
It's a premonition. So what is it? I was like, I feel like I know what's going to happen.
Isn't a premonition a feeling or an assumption about what's going to happen?
Yeah.
But he actually knows, like, if I do this and say this and I have this typed out and I send this, this is what's going to happen.
It's a Savoy tingle.
No, but he sees, it's like a vision.
Like, yeah, I was like, oh, deja vu.
Nope.
Because we don't have another name for it.
Yeah, so I was like, okay.
What is that called? What? It's got to be called something.
There's different vus.
Is there?
There's deja vu, which is...
I didn't know that.
Which is...
the past.
Which is feel like you're reliving something you've already reliving. So I don't have to explain it. Then there's jamais vu, which is feeling like you know something, even though you haven't actually experienced it, but you feel like you know what's going to happen. And then there's,
that's what's it called? That's all women have that.
like women's intuition.
Yeah,
women's intuition.
that's intuition.
And then
That's
there's,
intuition.
I forget the other one where it's forgetting something that you've done a bunch of times, which should be familiar to you, but at that point you can't figure it out. Or like
I've had that.
And then the other one is like, it's on the tip of my tongue. I know what it is, but I don't know it.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
like
none of those involve seeing the future and changing it, sir.
Gaze into the future.
I'm not joking.
It's a premonition. Don't keep saying that.
This man needs to stop. You need to stop chilling on us, and we need to tap into this shit.
I don't know how to.
This is nuts.
Well,
I didn't know that.
We need to conduct some experiments.
I do
some shit to figure this out.
I do my best to try to remember. You know, because they say when you wake up and you always like you had a dream.
Oh, remember your dreams?
You the longer you're awake, you tend to forget it.
Yep.
I always try my best to remember the dreams that I've had because I feel like that's when something is going to happen, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen. Do I let that play out, or do I change something? And that was the one where it's like, oh, I got to change that.
Well, I know
I
some
can't
people who.
the dreams that I've had before, I can't change as much as I try to. Remember the ones I told like back in the days with the whole thing? And I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, can I have this dream again? And I have, but it still plays the same way. I'm like, fuck. And I know in my head I can't change it.
Oh, like yeah, like I know, like I've had that same dream.
Yeah, and I was like,
and
I try something different.
Oh, I've had this before,
but I end up still eating it.
But if you want to remember, there's people. The only way that they've like actually remembered is to like when you start to open your eyes and like wake up, close your eyes, and you're supposed to keep like something to write on next to your bed, and before you like it's not supposed to be neat or anything, but you're supposed to write enough so that when you go back and reread it, you remember. But that's the only thing that I can really.
Because I also want to try like hypnosis. Like, does that really work? If someone put me in a deep sleep,
dude,
and try to remember things,
I want to try that.
Hypnosis, but I want to be there when somebody.
I want somebody to film it so I can hear what I say. I'm like, oh shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, not like
because
funny,
I'm so
like
cynical.
Like
I'd be like. Make me squawk like a chicken. Yeah, good luck.
Right. Being in my mind hypnotized and shit. I wish this
would.
It
just box
and
it
you're
away.
doing it, you don't even fucking know. Like,
she's a whole chicken the whole rest of the day. Shit. Call a guy.
The other thing is remember the other day how I told you I don't have, like, my trauma version is forgetting. Like, my mind will be like, yep, nope.
Oh yeah,
take that shit out of here.
Yeah.
Like you know in Inside Out, where they're down there sucking up the memories because they're old, and that's my brain all the way through. They're like, nope, all this trauma, get this shit out.
Get this out of
it will not remember. I do not remember anything from before I was 10 years old. I have no solid memory. And the thing is I didn't have serious trauma. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't abused as a child in any form. I wasn't, like, I mean, you know, like, back and forth between my parents and my grandparents. Mm-hmm. And, like, that's rough. And there are, you know, rough things about my life.
Like life in general. Yeah, no, I feel you.
But if major things did happen, I don't remember.
You don't remember. Yeah, I have flashes of that from like 1 to maybe 10. I don't remember jack other than with pictures or from stories. Yeah. But I don't believe when they tell me the story. I'm like, unless there's something physical like The Rock, that's real. I'm like, okay, that happened. Mm-hmm. But anything else, I'm like, I don't remember nothing. And then from 12 on, I remember everything. From tween on, I'm like, yeah, I remember everything there. But from 10 below, I don't remember shit.
So I want to know if you can do that, like trauma recall thing.
Oh,
like repressed memories.
Yeah, but I would be afraid that my brain would make something up.
Yeah.
And that's a possibility to like rationalize why I don't have any memories.
Like you have like a false memory or some shit.
Yeah, I don't want that shit.
I don't want that either.
That would suck.
But I would like to be like try it once. Like I said, that's crazy.
And I would like to be there when you do that.
Yeah, and then you need to film it.
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
I wonder if I could get over my fear by hypnotism.
You probably can. I've heard that works.
Yeah. If they can hypnotize people to
Stop smoking.
stop smoking and stuff.
Yeah, they can probably get.
Just make sure there's no teacup around.
I know, right?
You know, yeah.
Fucking place.
Yeah.
No, but,
I don't think I could do it unless probably you were in the room.
Is it somebody like random? You know?
Or
No,
even
like-
both of y'all,
like,
because
yeah, you want to be there with somebody that you
Like
trust.
somebody you trust,
that I'm
yeah.
comfortable with,
Yeah,
that wouldn't
because
let anything
that way
happen to me. I'd be
something
like,
goes-
hell
yeah,
no.
something goes down, I know they got my
whoop the
back.
doctor's
Yeah.
ass.
I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I wouldn't.
No, yeah, I would have to be with somebody I trust to be like, okay, let's see if I have any like fucked up things.
Because I
Probably
wouldn't.
is.
It's not.
I
It's.
feel-
I wouldn't be concerned that there's messed up things in my brain. I think I would be just not, because I've done. So like, when I tried to do Reiki, she's like, I can't like tap in there because there's so much armor.
Right.
And it's like, it's not like I was uncomfortable, but I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, I just think.
His guard was up, so I'm
Yeah,
not sure about this.
Because I think for that, you
Not
really,
the
you
process, but like.
Really, you have to be really open. You have to be like, you know,
Well, I know.
Be
I told
vulnerable,
myself that. I was ready for that.
to be vulnerable.
the
And
brain
it's
was
just-
like, hell no, man. Fuck out of here.
Well,
Because,
as
like,
soon as
because-
my brain attempted to cry, because there was a portion where she said I almost was able to like get in there, and I was there for a second, and then
Firewall kicked out.
yeah,
no, because
and then it closed.
Slammed the
She's
door,
like, "No
right.
way," and I was like, "Oh my god!"
because
And it wasn't intentional because my focus was to not let that happen. Maybe I was focusing on that too much. I don't know.
well, I trip out because like when you're like sober, you're good, but like I have active dreams when I'm drunk, and I talk in my sleep.
Sir,
What-
you keep saying you have active dreams when you're drunk. You have active dreams whenever you are on my couch, drunk or not.
Really?
Yes.
I
Ask
don't-
this man.
I don't remember like.
I will
Other
say,
than me, like-
I will say, you will talk.
Yeah.
You will mumble. You
Yes.
will.
Oh, I mumble.
You'll
Yeah.
throw hands. When you're drunk, you will fight somebody.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't. Why is it always violent when I drink?
I don't know, man. That's the only time
I
I
just like
don't.
people touching me. I don't know what it is.
That's the only time I don't dream. Is like.
That's what I'm saying.
If there's like a bunch of alcohol and it's like, you know, like man, I'm just tired. I want to lay down and I'll just be out. That's the only time I don't dream. Otherwise, I dream every time I go to sleep.
Damn.
Every time.
No wonder you can get like 4 hours of sleep and not be dead the next day
I
because
can
you're
do that.
in that. I can't fucking.
I can do 5 hours. I'm straight.
Y'all are nuts. But that's because you're sleeping at
Like,
that wavelength.
Right.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I'm like 4 or 5 hours.
And that's
I'm
the
good.
sleep. That's the sleep you need.
Yeah, but yeah,
Wow,
I
that's
trip
crazy.
out because like even when I wasn't, because I didn't drink when I was in Vegas, and we after coming back to the paranormal, I was
Yeah, that's
talking
because
about things too.
you had a being attached to your ass. That's why you was
Yes.
fighting
You
them
know,
demons.
there's been shit falling off my shelves in here and stuff.
Really?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say real. I was like, oh, that is.
Oh,
No, something did fall the other day, but it wasn't like.
the other
Oh,
day, we were in here, and
Not my fault.
The remote, I guess, fell in
Oh
between
my
the cushion of
God.
the couch, and so I went to the bathroom. She was like, "What the?" Or she said something like that. It was like the end of Spider-Man. What the? And I come out
Oh.
I'm like, "What happened?" She was like,
I'm all, do you have the remote? He's like,
was
no,
like-
why? I went to the bathroom. Why
went
would
to
I
the
have
bathroom.
it?
I was like,
He's like, you don't
No.
change the channel. Like, I don't.
What happened?
The channel
"This-
changed
the
all by
channel changed
itself.
Oh,
But
it was
it's
squeezed
because
between the
I
Because
didn't-
it
yeah.
fell in between the cushions.
But I
and-
didn't know that
Yeah.
until after, and I was like, what the fuck?
And I was like,
I was not
like,
happy.
"Well, where's the remote?" And then I found it like, and it was like, oh, it probably.
I was like, oh, okay.
Because lately I've just been, like I said, I still see darting visions.
I see dead people.
No.
Those are the bad visions. Did you know that? When
didn't
you
know.
see dark, when you see dark shadows
It-
out of the corners of your eyes,
That's the only way
Google
I
that
can,
shit. That's not
I
good.
can that's the only way I can describe it. It's not
Not
just
good.
dark. Sometimes I see light, and it's like crazy. Because like I said, it's just like it's just corner of my eye. It's either dark or something light, and it just darts through. I'm like, huh. But it it doesn't like freak me out or anything like that because
Because it's probably their glasses half the time.
Yeah, probably his glasses. And the one that really got to me is the one I saw the shadow in my mom's room pass by. That kind of freak. But then I wasn't scared of it because I feel like that was my father.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. And it was because I saw it and I was like, whoa. Like I saw a full figure just.
Yeah, when you said
Like
that, I was
on
in
the
your mom's room, it's probably
on the window sill, but ours go this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just whoosh.
Yeah,
And it showed the actual, and it looked
Just,
like
just checking on you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like that,
And I was cool
as
with
soon
that.
as you said that, I was like, that's probably your father.
And then I shed a little tear.
Oh,
Yeah, I've had that before. Felt like all my father's here.
Yeah.
Felt like all like my friend. Yeah,
Yeah, that's just so when I see those on the side, I feel like it's nothing bad. It's just like, oh, I saw something, but I can't explain because I don't know what the fuck it was. But the light
it's
ones,
never long enough.
yeah,
figure
the light
out.
ones are like confusing. Like, why am I seeing a light that's like weird? It's not like an orb, like a circle. It's like a stream.
It's like the squiggly line in your eye fluid.
Could be.
When you go to look at it, it moves.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's
that's creepy looking when you go.
Oh,
into your eye.
that's
line
actually
in
a
your
particle
eye
of your
fluid.
eye
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it looks creepy when
floating
you.
in your literally floating in your eye fluid,
Yeah.
So I have,
coming
I
through
have
your.
Harlequin in my eye. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, squiggly line
Yeah,
in
it
my eye
happens.
fluid. I see
The
you,
lights in my
periphery.
office at work, they flicker every now and then. And the first time I did it, I was like,
Yeah.
thank
that's
God my
how-
supervisor was in the room. He's like, it's been doing that. And I was like,
Just reassurance.
he's like, we're going to get it fixed. Da, da, da. And I was like, you goddamn right you are.
I was like, fucking Professor X gonna show
I was
up
like,
in
oh,
you.
hell no.
Professor X and all the rest of the X-Men gonna show up in you. We need you. You're like, oh shit. Quantum.
It's your move, Taryn.
Y'all know that's
We'll be watching.
If you ever just get a big red X as a text in the group chat, that's what happened. He came through.
Nope.
Pastor Packer Stewart came through.
Yep.
We need your help. We're sending you back in time. Bitch, what's Wolverine for this?
Peace.
Was it, who's the other one who played Magneto? I mean, Professor X?
James McAvoy.
Yeah, reminds me of the Deadpool. Patrick Stewart, James McAvoy. These timelines are so confusing.
Oh my God. I thought I wouldn't get that, and I did. I was like, that's funny.
Dude, Deadpool's so fucking meta. I just love that shit. Oh, but yeah.
Speaking of meta,
I was thinking the same thing.
what do you guys think about this whole metaverse movement that is
What the fuck
coming
is that?
on rapidly?
What?
What is that? What is this?
So the metaverse is virtual reality. So
Okay.
like
But how do I get on it?
you have to get a VR thing. Like you have to get like the
Augmented.
Oculus from Facebook. PlayStation's coming out with a VR one. I don't know when because PS5s just came out, so it might be a couple years. But yeah, so if you go on Facebook or Meta and you get the Oculus, they have like all this stuff that you can go into. They have concerts that people are already starting to do in the metaverse. You can go to rooms and gamble. You can box. Like there's all this stuff that they already have there at the moment. And so now
It all sounds so intriguing, but so
The
unsafely.
It is unsafe because it's not. There's no monitoring for it.
There's no
yet.
privacy monitoring,
Right.
is there?
It's just like we were talking about NFTs and cryptocurrency. Like it's not centralized, so anybody can get on there and do anything. Jake said he was on there and he was in a poker room and there was some like 10-year-old coming in there pretending he was like kissing the people and jerking them off and stuff. And he's like, yeah, you like that's what he said. He said because he hasn't done his avatar yet, so it's just like a bald. It's just a bald avatar. He said the little kid was in there.
Yeah, you like
it was
that?
like, yeah, you like that, you bald bitch. And I was like, what? But yeah, so there's no regulation, so it's just a free for all.
I trip out when I watched the fighting.
What the hell?
When I watch
This is
reality,
not safe.
and I see the fighting ones, you can stay still. You ain't gotta move. Because everyone like
Oh,
thinks
yeah.
and I get this, but backing up and going forward, you stay still. Because you're gonna hit something.
Well, when you actually fight, you don't stay still.
Well, yeah, but if you know that, I know if I'm in.
No, that's the point of VR. Get into it. I'm not gonna get into it, but I mean, like,
no, I'm gonna get into it,
that's
but I'm gonna do the duck and dive. No, I'm not gonna go forward and go backwards because
you know what?
that's weird.
I'm gonna find somewhere to fucking rent one.
Let's go.
I'm gonna borrow one,
Let's
and
do
I'm gonna have him try that shit and see if he don't move.
Because I've done the lightsaber one when you hitting the things. I've done that, and I see people move. I'm like, no, stay still. Just it's coming to you.
Stuff is coming at you.
Yeah. And I see people like move. I'm like, what are you doing?
I want to watch him get his ass kicked in
It's
boxing.
actually pretty fun.
It looks like it's fun.
Exhausting. I'll tell you that much. I'm tired as shit. Yeah, you gotta think yourself streaming around.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'll see you in that. That'd be pretty funny.
And so,
not because of that.
No, I'm just talking about like just in VR.
They're already, like I said, so they have concerts. They have, like I said.
Am I like front row at this concert? Or do I have to buy a ticket?
See,
like what's going on?
I don't think you have to buy.
I have so many questions.
I just think that.
I take the seat home.
I don't know.
You ship me my WrestleMania front row
metal
folding chair.
You're gonna get a download for your VR avatar to sit in this virtual WrestleMania chair.
Okay, can I sell it as an NFT picture for $450,000?
What's your avatar take the seat home? Like, bitch, it's mine.
Where you going? I'm going back to my house. Bitch, you're me.
Bitch, I'm in the house. You don't live here, I live here. No, we live here. No, I live here.
Bitch, that's my seat.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'd be so pissed.
You're watching it, and then it just like comes from right here, and you see like your avatar picture and leave. Hey, come back here, man.
Hey, motherfucker, come here, bitch. It's mine. How about those?
It looks back at you and walks off. Bitch,
it's sentient now, so it's a wrap.
But to answer your question,
it's Skynet.
You can turn anything to an NFT. So I'm probably sure if they did a virtual reality thing for WrestleMania, where you can get a virtual chair, and you could pick it up and take it home with you virtually. I'm sure you could put that as an NFT, and then when people start collecting wrestling paraphernalia.
And a prompt comes up. Would you like to buy this chair? Fuck you.
Your avatar is willing to sell it to you.
Well, I don't give a
fuck you, avatar. You shit.
He's just gonna steal it from me again. Like what?
Man, I'm about to erase you from the metaverse. Get out of here. Delete. But I'm sure. I'm sure when wrestling paraphernalia becomes huge on the NFT space, and they'll have virtual, and you can take a virtual chair home. Yeah, you'll be able to sell it as an NFT, and then when they sell it, you get your piece. And he said, "Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen."
That's our idea too, motherfuckers.
So they tried to do it with John Cena. That whole box with
work.
The Super Mario 3 looking thing that we saw at SummerSlam. The shirt and then the wristbands and the hat was all in a box for $1,000 because it was limited edition, but it also had an NFT of John Cena and an autograph or something. But they didn't make enough money on it, so they stopped selling it. Because I think they made $25,000. They made $25,000. They sold 25. And so they were like, "Yeah, this isn't worth it." So they stopped it.
No,
because people want a one of a kind piece that wasn't made specifically for that reason, like the Eminem one we were talking about.
Yeah,
he wanted that because he didn't ask anybody to do it.
Right.
What do you want?
So there's these I forget what they're called. But this person created these drawings of apes as different characters.
Okay.
So there's an Eminem based one, Eminate. And so it's an ape, but he has the hat like Eminem, and he's got the chain and the jacket, whatever. So it looks like Eminem, but if he was a cartoon ape. So Eminem bought it from the guy he used Ethereum cryptocurrency.
Oh, geez.
So 123.45 whatever. That's
Ethereum.
that's equal to $450,000.
Jesus Christ.
So Eminem now owns this one of a kind Eminate thing because he can.
But now you can't just use it.
Yeah,
nobody can just use it.
He has it. So if he wants to sell it, later down the line or auction it off,
I don't want that.
he's gonna get. Well, someone's gonna buy it because Eminem owned it at some point. He's like, I'm selling this off. Someone's gonna buy it because it's gonna double or triple in value, and then the person who made it gets a piece of that too.
Of course, it's royalties.
And basically,
Yeah.
And so I think with the John Cena thing, I think they were slightly ahead. Sometimes you're too ahead, or sometimes you're too far behind. I think.
Oh, they jumped it too fast?
I think that stuff was coming.
And people are like, we don't even know what this is?
Yeah, because NFTs are still really, like, specific things, and not everybody was jumping on it because we're like, we don't know what this is or what this is going to do. And now it's like, oh, well, now we're accepting cryptocurrency along with it, and now you can digitally own this and that. Not everybody's on it. They were, I think, just a couple months early. If they had waited till now.
I don't understand. How do I make an NFT to even be able to sell it?
I know, right?
And then what if somebody wants to pay me in cryptocurrency and I'm like, yeah, sure. How do I receive that? How does this work? Somebody tell me.
I want a physical thing.
I think if you go,
No, I know,
there's
but
a site.
I want to make money,
I
sir.
do too, but like.
I believe there's a site. It's called Rareables. I believe that's where you can at least put your NFTs up for sale and accept all forms of. So you can accept cryptocurrency.
Yeah, but how do I switch my cryptocurrency into actual like, let's say I'm like, oh man, I need to tap into this $450,000 because I'm about to buy a house and they need to see that I have this money, so I need to let this sit in the bank for a minute. How do you
cash in?
Here's my cryptocurrency balance. Like, what? How does that?
That's highly
Can I
possible.
buy a house in cryptocurrency that's not in the metaverse?
That's highly possible.
You probably can.
But that's the other thing in the metaverse. That's what they're doing.
It's real estate.
They're selling
because we're running out of actual land.
So now you're going to have
virtual land.
Yeah, so now
I
can't live in it.
Well, you could. You just put your
goggles
on and you sit on your busted couch and it looks like you're living in the lap of luxury.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Just put your fake legs up.
I'm just going to go and I'm going to buy all the metaverse land so that if you want to build real estate on it, you have to buy the land from me.
Yeah, because what happens if someone's like, okay, well, in this metaverse, we want to put a virtual stadium or some shit like that, right?
But you're right in the middle of where we want to be.
Yeah, but where you're located is where we want to do it. Okay, well, I either
get a percentage of this stadium or you about to buy all this land.
Yeah, like
coming in on the profits of the stadium.
It's happening in certain spaces already. See, that's the thing. Like, all this stuff is happening behind the scenes in front of our faces. You know what I mean? Like, the best way to hide something is in plain sight.
He just told me I'm too broke to know and be behind the scenes. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Everything happens in plain sight. That's the best way to hide something. The best way to hide
is plain sight.
Is to go, not to explain it, they just go,
we have this, it's so exciting.
NFT. And then walk off like you said some shit. Well, what the fuck is that? What does it do? How do I get in? Oh, well, if you don't know, you're not going to find out.
Or if you really want it, you have to figure it out.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's what they're doing with it. That's how everything is going to be.
Yep.
They're not going to tell. They're going to tell us what's next, but they're not going to give us the information on how to be a part of it.
And they're going to be like, here's something shiny. Bye.
Yeah. It's literally, okay, Bitcoin.
Figure it out.
People have just been getting on Bitcoin the last, 2 years, maybe?
But it started.
It's just been around since, I think, the early 2010s. And so there's people who have gotten Bitcoin on a hard drive from 2013 that they forgot they had. And then they go on the old hard drive 8 years later and they're like,
I'm rich.
Shit, I got Bitcoin. Yeah,
I'm rich, bitch.
$32 million because you just bought something on a whim because you didn't know what that was. It looks... So it's like, if you're not, you have to.
That's why there's things here and there where I'm like, yeah, throw $20, $100 on it. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Because I come back and I'm like, oh, okay. Like.
Yeah. Like
fire.
You have to. And so people love it because it's decentralized. So there isn't anything backing it. So it's like this thing can go as high as it can possibly go because everybody's going to start accepting this. So now,
but it's also not insured, right?
Well, that's the downside to it.
Where the FDIC insures me up to 100,000 or 150,000.
I think it's going to get to that point because I feel like the reason for the cryptocurrency is to get rid of
The actual dollar.
The actual dollar, the actual physical cash. Yep. I think all of that is gonna be out the window.
I better start learning how to use my phone.
And so that's the thing. Like they're telling us this is the next thing. You know, with like these coins because they're limited. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what the number is for Bitcoin. Let's say there's 32 million Bitcoins out there. Like that's it. They're not making any more. So of course it's going to the roof because everybody wants it, but there's only this much. So
maybe some greedy fuckers buying most of
it.
it.
So that thing's gonna go up. Well, and then when people realize, well, now there's other coins that are moving up. You know what I'm saying? The Ethereum.
How do you just come up with a coin? Can I just make a coin? Like
that's
what?
the other thing. I have no idea, like how you, because you know, people
like
say
the Dogecoin. I didn't get that with the dog. I didn't get that. I thought that was like
it was. That's what it started.
But then it's a real thing now.
Yeah, and I thought that just started happening in 2020 when that shit happened. That
was
was like 2016 or 2015.
Yeah, I've always seen it. Yeah. It just as like, oh, it's a prank. It's
I had no idea.
Dogecoins are real.
There's a baby Dogecoin.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like I just wonder how.
It's a teen. No,
we have to figure out how. What? Oh, a teen.
Adolescent Dogecoin.
So we have to figure out
old Dogecoin.
We have to figure out how to mine cryptocurrency. So that's the thing, because there are applications. I say applications like a fucking old ass person. There are apps.
Showed his age there.
You know what I'm saying? There was an episode of Teen Titans where they came up with an app and they were like, but application is too long. What do we call it? And I was like, y'all gonna say that? They were like, location.
Oh.
Got a new location. I was like, that is the opposite of each other. So
that's too close to a location.
So I'm sure there's apps out there that can the applications on your smart device, phone or tablet. Yeah, that'll teach you how to mine cryptocurrency.
That's hilarious.
I haven't figured that out yet, but
we'll figure it out.
All this shit, man, we have to jump on. It's metaverse nonsense. It's cryptocurrency. And then because after virtual reality, you never want to
leave your house. If everything's virtual, you never want to leave your house.
That's the whole point.
I want to leave the house. I don't.
Well, this, and I was telling people in the group chat, I was like, this is how Wall-E starts. We are on our road to Wall-E, where everybody is.
We're gonna trash the planet.
We're gonna trash the planet, and no one can walk on their own because everything's fat and in a chair, and you're just sitting in virtual or now augmented reality. That's gonna be the bigger thing.
Only thing I would see with that one really good because like augmented reality playing a game, like actual.
Yeah,
but seems more fun
because that's like if you play Pokemon Go, they have AR on there.
Yeah.
Whereas, so when you open the camera on your phone, it's wherever you are, and then the Pokemon is sitting there, and then you try and catch it.
Throw the ball.
Like it's sitting right there in front of you. Yeah. So I mean, that's the next thing.
Because I watching like Yu-Gi-Oh! And they have augmented reality. They have like little guys.
Yeah.
So everything turns augmented, and then like the monsters are not real, but you see them physically, and you would I like to feel the pain? Kind of maybe. Like if I'm battling somebody and I get hit by something, I actually kind of want to feel it.
Boy, you wildin'. I don't want to feel none of that. But they're saying like the AR is that's the next level because now you're going to be able to look at things in real time right in front of you, and there's going to be menus that you can do, so you can do everything without paper.
That's almost the same thing with Amazon, where they says they have a little thing where, say that you buy a piece of furniture, put this furniture in your house.
Right, that's the AR.
Yeah, and you can place it, you can turn it. Boom! I was like, wow, that's really cool. But like, I still want to physically touch something. I don't know.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah. Knowing me, I'm gonna be like, this is fire.
You got a location open over there on how to mine cryptocurrency?
No.
Location.
No, I don't. I will sometime this week.
But that's saying I don't want to. This is like I said. It's the end. It's the end of days. We're in the end game now. We are on the precipice.
Is mining cryptocurrency like when they used to mine for gold, just in
Virtual land.
Digital land.
I would assume so, but Lord knows if I know. I don't know, but that's what it sounds like.
Just ask a Minecraft
Just gonna
player.
go in there and fucking.
There's gonna be a new fucking
You go
football
canny?
team. It's gonna be a new football team. It's gonna
Give
be
my controller.
It's gonna be the Los Angeles 22ers, and that's gonna be. And they're like 22ers. Yeah, that was a great cryptocurrency mine in 2022.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
The 22ers,
All right.
That's horrible.
the 21ers, the 20s. I don't know the odds.
Oh
How
my
much
God.
time you got left?
Let's just take these shots and call it a night.
Probably like 15, 20 minutes. Okay, we're gonna take these shots and then we're gonna do what we were supposed to do.
No, we're gonna take these shots and just keep on going. Give a fuck.
Oh,
This
okay.
is what it is.
I mean, whatever. I mean,
So far,
it seems to be flowing. I'm down
Yeah,
with
I'm
it.
cool with it.
See what other locations we can come up
Let's get paid. Let's make up a fucking app. I mean, location.
Location. That's just
take off.
never gonna take
Nah,
off.
Take off.
because you have to put ads and shit in there, and people have to subscribe, and you have to promote it. It's gonna be just as bad as fucking.
Well,
this.
all we need to do is figure out the location.
Yeah.
Then we just hire people who know how to deal with software, and then when the updates, they'll add all the ads
And the location
promos
will
and
make
stuff
us
in
money.
there. Yeah.
And you
it's
know
gonna
what
make us
they do
money
after
way.
that? They take some of it.
Well, they have
No,
to.
we
Well,
kill 'em
until we'll figure it out. We'll fix it in the post.
Don't you have any editing equipment?
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. And bug check bugs, okay.
Good. I hope you had all the bugs.
They taste good.
Okay, so first things first.
Location.
Papa freaks all the honey.
Playboy bunnies.
We gotta figure out how to mine crypto.
Yes,
Step 1.
we can have
Step 2.
just so much. Okay, sorry. What's
NFT.
step
There's so
Please.
much we can do.
There is NFTs, yes. So mining crypto is step 1, where we can have lots of fun.
Step 2.
NFTs is step 2. There's
So
much we
digital
can do.
art. Figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Step 3 is just us 3.
Step 3 is how we get paid. And then
Step 4,
step 4,
we want more.
We can we double up on it.
I was gonna
We
say,
get
just
more.
do it
Give
again.
you more. Step 5 is, you know that the time has arrived, right?
Yeah, oh, that is big facts. The time has arrived. Look, step by step. We just took y'all step by step.
Okay,
You didn't
literally.
even realize what we did to you.
Yeah,
Look
you
at
don't
you.
even know.
You don't even know.
This is just what I'm assuming.
No, yeah.
No.
Because you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna go fucking Monday. I'm gonna be like, all right, let's research this shit.
Clickety clack, bangity bang.
How to mine cryptocurrency?
And it's gonna say, mind your business. We all sit there.
Play Minecraft.
And I'm
And that's when music comes. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm be so pissed. I'm gonna be pissed because it's gonna tell me you have to have this, this, and this, and these are the only places you can get it, and you can't get in without this, this, and this,
And it costs $5,000.
and you need a place to put it, and I'm gonna be like,
Come on now.
suckers.
Keep going with it.
Come on,
You got
preach
it.
to the choir.
Yeah.
Tell it
Let's
on the
go.
mountain.
But I don't have the answers.
Send it on to the upper room.
I don't have the answers. I want
get-
the
The
answers.
people who have the answers aren't giving them out for free.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that's the thing.
Hell
right?
yeah.
So it's gonna cost us money. It's gonna cost us U.S. currency.
It always costs money to
To
make
figure-
money. This
it
is some
does.
bullshit.
And
It
then they say
is.
scared money don't make no money. Well, bitch, I'm timid. So
Yeah,
so
I
now
am
what?
too.
So
Well, I ain't. You can have all my money if it's gonna triple
Put
it.
my money underneath my bed. No, I'm kidding.
nah,
No,
I
don't.
feel you on that.
Speaking of hiding money,
in
I
the
saw
safe.
this video that like people hide money in their hotel rooms and they like forget it
Why are
would
you
in like
that?
the most random ass places.
Why are
Taking
you
a lamp?
hiding money in a hotel
I don't
room?
know.
Why would you
For
be-
what?
For the next guest, like, ooh, I found money.
Yeah, like
I
if you're
don't
in the
know.
hotel,
It had. To, I
don't
was
you
like,
need
this shit
that-
has to be fake.
Scavenger
Don't you
hunt.
need that money to go out and do the things that you got a hotel room for?
See, well, when you're rich, I don't know.
Well, then just don't carry any cash on you if you're rich.
I would love to go to a
Because if
hotel
you-
room.
I'm just saying
I open
what
a
I
drawer and-
saw.
No,
I would love that if I go to a hotel room, open the drawer, there's a stack for me. Ooh, fire.
No, it's hiding.
I'll find it.
There was one who was like,
It's gonna
they
turn the
pulled
hotel
the
room
inside of the like ice bucket out, and it was between the inside and the,
No, it's a good hiding spot.
That's
you know, the plastic
Yeah,
from
that's
the
a good hiding spot.
actual.
Shit, now you can make me look everything.
And then there was one
I'm
in
gonna
like
check
the
everything.
like you know how the thermostat lid like pulls off
Uh-huh.
in
There's a
there,
little-
and then I
little-
stopped watching. I was like, this has got to be fake.
Watch that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, right?
I mean, if y'all out
We
there
ever-
hide money in
we
your
ever go to
hotel
the hotel, we're
rooms,
checking everything.
yeah, if y'all hide money in hotel rooms,
Check that bucket, goddammit.
let us know where y'all hiding it at,
Yeah.
or if you have something that you do, so we can follow you.
DM us, yeah. Hit us up on any of our social medias.
Yeah.
Let us know which hotel you was at, what number, and we'll get it.
If you know how any of this cryptocurrency mining or NFT or where I get it or how I put it in the crypto bank or the whatever,
Hit us
you
up.
need to email me.
Yes.
I want all the links.
Email us, meandnem03@gmail.com. That is meandnem03@gmail.com. Hit us with the links so we can get this paper.
So we get this monies.
Make those pesos.
You know what I'm saying?
Make
That's
those
what we say
euros,
at work.
euros and yens.
You say pesos at work.
Or
Oh my God, well, yeah, that is,
whatever spins is what we trying to make.
yeah. So let us know. You know any cool little links and tricks and all that? Let us know. I'd be looking forward to learn how that, because now that it's coming up, shit, well, might as well get into it.
Yeah.
If you can't beat them, join them.
We're in the end game now. I'm looking over at Doctor Strange, and he's like,
Yep.
he's like, this is it. This is the one. So if you're trying to win, this is the one.
Man, this is gonna be
Yeah, right.
this fucking virtual reality.
We the ones.
We the ones.
Not 3D, but 1D.
I can't believe they did. I can't believe they did that move.
I don't know why he said that, because the first thing I thought of was One Direction.
I can't believe they call. What did they call it?
1D.
The one. Jesus Christ.
One and done.
One and done. Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, it was like we
God, they
did 3D.
throwback moves. I loved it.
I know, right?
They even said they did too.
Yeah.
They did it.
They were like, we know.
You didn't watch SmackDown. They did it again tonight.
What did he do?
They had the Usos. They had Jiminy and Jason Uso
As Kofi calls them.
against the New Day in a Samoan street fight for the tag titles.
Not just any street fight. It was a
Jason.
Samoan street
Yeah.
fight.
He was like, Jim and Jason Uso.
I was laughing so hard. I was like, I wish he would have said Jiminy and Jason. That would have been so much more funny.
Jiminy.
What do you say, James? It's Jimmy. All right, Jim. No, it's Jimmy. Jiminy.
So what did he do? What did he do in the match?
They
Fought?
They did.
Hit each other
They did
lots of
1D
stuff.
Did
through
the
a
one-
table.
The end.
Yeah, they kept the belt. 1D through a table.
Did they call it? Did it announce?
They call-
Did McAfee go 1D? It's the 1D.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need to watch
Cole's
that.
like, it's 3D, or as they call it, it's 1D.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I don't know what the Dilly Boys feel about it. You know, Bubba Ray got a podcast. I don't see if you said anything about that.
He's at some small promotion. It's
Who?
him, Bully Ray
Oh.
from the Deli Boys. So it was him and Enzo
Ooh, trash.
against Adam
I
Scher
can't stand that guy.
and Eric Redbeard. So half
Oh, they're
of
going by the
the
real
Wyatt
names?
family against Bully Ray and Enzo. I was like,
And-
what
and
promotion
the
is this?
smallest dude in the world compared to those three guys.
Yeah, that shit was in like Poughkeepsie, New York, or something.
Of course, yeah. Wait, I thought
Kissimmee, Florida.
I thought
Kalamazoo,
Bro-
Michigan.
No, I know it was Adam Scher. I thought he was TNT
Don't talk shit
No.
about my friend.
Impact.
Impact. There's where he is.
But you remember?
I mean, he got a girlfriend now. You don't talk to nobody, but don't talk shit
Oh,
about my
yeah.
friend.
Let's
I'm
see
fucking
where
with
the hell
you.
he's at.
well,
He got a girl? Who's the girlfriend? How's it going?
Raquel.
Raquel, homie.
Oh shit!
They've been together too.
I
That's the thing. They've been together.
I was like, oh
they
damn, I
kept that
can't.
on the low.
Low. And then
Super
one day
low.
he was like, "Ah, fuck it, I'm not there no more. That's my baby." Like
Yeah,
what?
I was like,
Wait,
damn.
when? Since when?
Yeah, but
Since a while.
yeah.
Yeah, they kept that on.
But those not I won't say indies because Impact is not indie. But those
Yeah.
other places they allow you to work other places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So they have that contract where they're allowed to do that.
Yeah, because they're like independent contractors.
Mm-hmm.
They're not under contract necessarily just there, so they can go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of something interesting, the Royal Rumble, they announced competitors for the Women's Royal Rumble.
Uh-huh.
They announced 18 people, right? So they brought the Bellas back, so both of them. Kelly,
I knew that.
Lita,
Michelle
Of
McCool.
course.
Michelle McCool,
Of course. We
Summer
called.
Rae.
Summer Rae,
Oh my God.
and Impact Knockouts champion Mickie James.
Oh, WWE going the share, going that route.
Like they didn't say that when they announced it on the TV,
Of course they did.
but on social media
So
it
what
says
you're
Impact's
telling
world
me
champion
is there's
Mickie
a
James.
chance
Well, because Mickie James
he
also
could
said,
be in the Royal Rumble.
Who? Oh yeah, for sure.
Adam.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're telling me
He's
there's
been
a
trying to get
chance.
that job back forever. He wants to be back. So
They don't want to pay accordingly though. Those
Yeah, he's-
bastards.
because
They
I
wanna
heard
pay him
Mickie James wants to
1.2
fight
million.
somebody before she retires.
Oh well, if I was that big and there's a chance that something effed up happened to me because I was that big, I would want $1.2 million a year too.
yeah.
I forget the Mickie James said on Twitter that she wanted to fight somebody before she retired. For who?
Who?
It was somebody in WWE.
Mickie James.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
who was it?
I mean, she can if she wants to, because
Oh, and then guess what the other curveball was?
What was the curveball?
Guess who else is going to be in the Royal Rumble? Charlotte Flair
yes,
Why?
as the champion.
she wants to be the first person, because they were like, she'll be the first person to enter
and
Rumble
never-
as
challenge
champion.
herself.
But I was like, that's not true. She's not the first champion to enter the Royal Rumble, because Brock did it.
Brock did it.
A couple years when Drew kicked him in the face, he was champion.
Yeah.
She won last year.
Is it? I don't recall.
Bianca
won last year.
won last year.
Oh, she won the year before that then. She won
Yes.
the same year that Drew won.
Yeah.
Yes, she won the year before that.
Whack.
But
Yeah,
so
trash.
I was like, Brock was champion where he entered,
Uh-huh.
and then Roman was champion, and
And he
to
lost
do
to
that-
Triple H.
He had that one versus all where whoever won the Rumble was champion,
Right.
and Triple H
was
came
number
in and beat him.
30,
Yes,
Yeah.
so she would be the first. She wants to be the first champion to enter and win the Royal Rumble.
She be-
But
first.
what if they switch it up on her? What if they tell her she has to do, if she doesn't win, she loses the belt to whoever does win?
That would be dope.
Or she's number one.
Or she's
Or
number
she
one.
runs the gauntlet.
Yeah, because that's
No
what they did.
fucking
That's what
way.
they did to Roman. And he got all the way to fucking the 30th person
I hope
and
not.
fucking
That would
lost.
fucking suck.
I would hate to see Charlotte just like,
They're not gonna do that.
yeah, biding her time, and I was like,
The
oh.
only reason I can see them doing that to her and giving the person who has the belt, or giving the winner the belt, is so that they can do a Becky versus Charlotte WrestleMania. Because if whoever wins the Royal Rumble wins that belt, they don't technically have to challenge anybody because they already
Right,
have the
'cause they
belt.
already have the belt,
So then
right.
they can make whatever match that they want.
That's
Yeah,
true.
That frees that up, yeah.
I would like to see that.
But
They-
I will
don't want to
say
see
that
Charlotte
I'm-
WrestleMania. I don't want to see it.
But I know that they will F it up.
Of course.
And they will, or they would rather put one women's match and have them both have the belt and have them both fight each other. And winner takes all. I know they're gonna.
Well, they're gonna
fucking
have
do
a
that.
whack battle royal of 15 women, like they do,
Oh my fucking god!
Oh my god.
and the winner is a number one contender.
Oh my god. Stop it. Stop. Don't do that.
This is how predictable WWE's been.
Oh, but wait. So
Okay.
so Roman,
That would be so.
they were
whack.
like, so Adam Pearce was like, I got a call from upper management.
Oh, does he know?
No,
Well.
he hasn't watched SmackDown.
Oh,
He's
you
gonna
better
watch the
tell-
highlights
you better,
anyway.
You better tell him right now.
Yeah, tell 'em.
So Adam Pearce told Sonya that
Scrap daddy.
that he got a call from upper management and they have to pick Roman's challenger for Royal Rumble because he doesn't have one since
Right.
no situation. Since Drew was supposed to be that person,
Right.
but Drew is taking time off because he has
So that, yeah,
so that
That's legit.
yeah,
That-
so that whole
I showed
thing
you
where,
that on-
where they took him out was so that they could write him on TV, because he was supposed to be Roman's next opponent. Anyway, so they're like, we have to do this by the end of the night. So Adam Pearce goes into Roman's little office, And he's like, "Oh, it's you." like what do you like? What do you want? What are you doing here? And he was like, "I just wanted to give you a heads up that they wanted me to pick your next opponent, and so I've done that." And Roman was like, "Unless it's you, I don't care." Like, I don't care about that. Like, I'm trying to watch my cousins in the match. That means you leave.
Yeah,
So
so
he
we
left.
got him and left.
And then
Didn't say shit about who it was.
yeah.
Okay.
And so then they did the match.
Meanwhile, there's a bunch of shit going on. While the match is getting set up, him and I are running through the gauntlet of people it could fucking be because I'm like, who the hell is it gonna be?
Yeah, I was like, SmackDown, they don't have anybody. Brock is gone. Seth is over there. Finn's over there. Bobby's over there. Edge is over there.
And I
KO's
was like,
over there.
KO's over there.
like everybody's over there.
We don't have.
They're not gonna do fucking Ricochet. They're not gonna do Ali. They're not gonna do any of those people.
Right. So it's like, who the fuck is it gonna be?
So I was like, it's gonna be fucking Goldberg.
Right. And I was like,
Newsflash,
fuck,
it was
it's
not
gonna be
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Thank God.
I was so
Oh
happy
my
about
God.
that.
It wasn't
And
Goldberg.
then I was like, unless they pull some shit and throw Triple H in that bitch, like, they're not gonna have a match.
Shawn Michaels.
So then,
And so
right?
And so after the Usos
And I was
win
like,
the match,
Michelle McCool, maybe the Undertaker. I was like,
yeah,
nah,
I was like,
he
maybe.
needed a
I
shit
was.
ton of time to. Anyways,
So they show the match with the Usos in. It's the Usos, but Kofi said the Usos. And New Day, 1D, they win. It goes back to Roman sitting in his office, and you hear at the door.
Scrap Daddy again.
And the door, he's like, "What? Come in." And then he looks over and he's like,
I like his eye rolls now.
"Who do you think walks in?" He dresses like a psychopath.
Seth?
yeah.
Oh shit!
Fucking Seth.
Wait, when he's on,
Freaking Rollins, exactly.
he's on Raw.
But Adam Pearce technically he mentioned that he technically runs Raw and Sonya Deville technically runs SmackDown. That's why they called Adam Pearce and said, "You have to make this decision."
Mm-hmm. It should have been Big E, but it was supposed to be Seth and Roman,
Long time ago.
and they never got.
That's a good match.
Well, they got to it, but then they had the draft, and then they split them up. But that was supposed to be, because he
The
kept
match,
saying
yeah.
like, when he was fighting Edge, he was like, I should be fighting Roman, but I have to deal with Edge. So they were leading to that, but then the draft happened. So now they're scrambling because Roman being sick threw everything out of whack.
I just don't understand how one fucking show you just decide, well, let's give Brock this belt and let's fuck everything up. Wait, what?
And
You
that was
couldn't
the
have just
problem.
pushed it back a week?
Yeah,
Like,
was the
doesn't.
problem.
I don't understand.
And we were
That
talking
was such
about
a
it.
dumb decision.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it when Paul Heyman came out on Raw and was so nice and so flattering towards Big E about the situation. He had to have understood that
He got screwed.
That he got screwed over.
Yeah.
Because he was supposed to have that belt until WrestleMania. Seth was going to get his opportunity against Big E one-on-one. That was all setup, was for WrestleMania. And so because Roman couldn't be there, and now Brock doesn't have a title match that he was supposed to lose anyway, they flipped everything around. They fucked Big E. Now they fucked up. They gave us what we wanted in Brock versus Bobby last year, which I didn't think he was going to get. So that's dope. But
Bobby
We
now,
could have
Bobby's
gotten
gonna win
that towards the
I-
middle
I
or end of
pray.
the year. Like, we could have waited.
I know. I wish
so
we
could've
would've-
waited.
But they're so bent on now doing title versus title, which Brock told him, "Hey, me and you, title versus title." And Roman was like, "That's a great idea, but it's not my idea.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
I was like,
this is my show. We do
"Oh, it ain't
things
his idea."
when I want to do them on my time."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that's lit." So that's what's gonna happen at WrestleMania.
So
title
that's
versus title.
that.
Yeah, Roman's gonna win both them belts. He'll be undisputed
Undisputed,
Universal Heavyweight
yeah.
champion of WWE World Universe.
And then what
Metaverse
happens?
and here, therefore, after, and two. Then he's gonna be on both shows, acknowledge me because I got all the belts, bitch.
I like how Roman in front of that. He goes, Roman Reigns, acknowledge me. Oh, shit. Disrespect is real. But anyway, but
What you want to do? Get all the belts? Well, I beat you.
what happens now?
Yeah. So what are you doing from here?
Anyway, yeah.
I got 2 matches tonight at the pay-per-view because I got both belts. I got to fight Bobby for the WWE title, and I gotta fight Drew for the Universal title in the same match. I'm getting my monkey ass whooped in here because you want to keep both fucking belts.
Just greedy.
Had 2 fucking belts, I'm fucking losing all the goddamn opponents. I'm being both Royal Rumbles. I'm in the women's Royal Rumble match. I gotta take on 59 other people. 59!
SmackDown and the Raw Women's, and we unify them bitches.
I got all the
belts.
I am the
The ultimate.
Oh my god.
I am the
WWE.
I am the WWE gender fluid champion.
Pat McAfee had the small belt.
Yes. I had the little belt.
You know the one that I said he could wear as a bracelet?
Uh-huh.
And who came out? Shinsuke came out and he was rocking out and then he sat back down and you know how the camera goes back to them before and they're getting set up and he's all
He slapped it over his shoulder.
and it's that tiny ass belt. That shit was so funny.
Like he really did some shit. He was
I want WWE to make a gender fluid title.
If they do,
Either men or women can win it.
If they do, it's gonna be fucking Roman or Becky.
It is. It's the 24/7 title.
Oh shit, that is true.
That hasn't been seen.
24/7.
Who won? Brooke won it, and we haven't seen her since.
No, she's been fighting.
He's gonna be the
Has she?
24/7 Universal Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental
TV title.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I am
X Division.
I am the Universal NXT UK Tag Team 24/7 Raw and SmackDown Intercontinental United States Champion of NXT.
Raw and SmackDown.
Raw and SmackDown.
And UK NXT.
Of WWE.
Main event. 205 Live. Champion. That belt's gonna look like the hardcore title. Just bits and pieces of the belt.
Just crush it.
There's a plate every couple inches.
He's gonna have.
She's gonna have a bunch of plates. And then the circle's gonna look like a bunch of pie slices.
Oh my god. The belt's gonna be made out of words. The strap is gonna say Universal WWE NXT.
You're gonna add gender fluid champion,
cruiserweight, North American,
heavyweight, North American,
United States, Intercontinental, European,
tag team.
Oh my god!
All right, take us out, Rick.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, this was
shit.
Not
Wildin'.
This is not what we was planning, but I didn't give a fuck. I just like where it was going. Energy was nice.
I gotta figure out a title for this shit.
Lord
have mercy.
You gotta ball out. Just
you want some crypto? You want some crypto? I just make this shit up.
Crypto.
Alright, I got to find this.
Bitcoin.
Crypto or Bitcoin or I'll find something with
help us mine.
I'll figure it out.
Diamond mine. I don't know.
Mining for that money. Mining for that money. See, I got all.
And then we get
the
and then
mining for the money. Control Alt Delete. That's not in there.
And then we'll find just
Bangity bang.
we'll just find the
There's
words
probably a
for.
song called Meta.
No, just get the one from Part-Time Players. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. That's the song. That's it. Millions of dollars. Just find that. Find that voiceover.
Money.
That's
Money.
Everybody's got a price.
Alright.
That'll hit Shane's music. Ching, ching, bling,
Oh
my God.
bling, bling, $1. Yeah.
Alright, for sure.
Anyway.
Title it Shane McMahon and see what happens.
Yeah,
see if they come for us.
I'm gonna put Shane O'Mac. Yeah.
Oh my god, we're so screwed.
Raw Underground.
That came and went so fast.
Which one?
Raw Underground.
Oh, dude, that was like for like what, a month?
It was a month.
It was like a month.
I think it was only supposed to be a month to see how it went, and then he was like, "Yeah, scrap
It
that."
didn't go well. It was not.
We haven't seen Shane in forever.
Shane's
I
done.
haven't seen Shane since.
That's.
He'll come back in those. He'll come back in those
He came out
years.
one time after that Braun match. It was a couple of weeks later. He introduced someone
Oh, right. Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, hey, I'm just here to
Yeah.
introduce you." And then he like backed out of the ring. We never saw him again.
Mm-hmm.
Never
Remember
to be
that.
seen again.
Maybe he'll show up in LA.
And next year?
WrestleMania.
Could be in the fucking Royal Rumble.
Oh my god.
He's gonna
He
win
probably
it.
will.
He's gonna win it.
Coast to coast.
He's gonna call
That'd
it.
be fire.
Shaving Man wins Royal Rumble.
Oh my god, shut up.
It's
I
either,
would rather Triple H win the fucking Royal Rumble than Shane.
all right, real quick. Who's your picks for the Rumble matches? Let me get out of here.
I don't even know.
I gotta see who's all in there first.
Yeah, I need to see the lineup.
Who you think's
Which-
gonna win, Bobby or Brock, for the WWE title?
Brock. They just
Bobby.
took it off of Big E to give it to Brock.
Bobby.
No way.
I hope in my heart of hearts.
My heart says Bobby, but my brain says Brock.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
my brain and my heart say Brock, but I would like
Yeah.
Bobby to win.
My
but
heart says Bobby.
he's not gonna win.
Watch it flip. Watch it.
Yeah, I will be lit if he win that shit.
Like you were last time?
Yes,
The Almighty Era is back.
yes. I'm gonna be right back with my Hurt Business shirt, my Almighty shirt.
Glitter everywhere.
I know.
Literally. All right. Well, yeah.
Alright,
This is.
Episode.
Oh, Ms. Maurice and Edge and
I
Beth.
can't wait. That's gonna be a
We
good
still
match.
have 3 weeks.
Edge and Beth, I think I'll win that.
Of course, you're gonna win that. The Grit Couple. We'll watch it come out in the. Oh, can't wait for it to come out of the blue music. Wearing all black.
I'm gonna say Rhea Ripley wins the Royal Rumble for
Oh my god, I
Oh
would
my
lose
God.
my shit.
I haven't seen her in a minute either.
Alexa returns.
Yeah,
Oscar returns.
They're working on Alyssa's return.
But I think
I fucking
it's gonna be
hope so.
Oscar versus Becky. I mean, Rhea versus Becky. That's what
I'm
I think.
good.
That would be sick.
I will. Yeah. Oh yeah, Rhea's in. So that's your pick, Rhea.
Yeah,
The
my pick is
Royal
Rhea.
Rumble?
And I don't know who's gonna fight Becky at Royal Rumble, but she's gonna win, so no matter.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be fucking Dewdrop. I told you, my chance.
Watch the give Dewdrop to win at
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
I was
I
like,
mean,
what?
at Royal Rumble.
Well then let's get Bianca that belt back then.
Wrap it up.
All right.
All right, we out here.
All right, we out. That's it. No, I'm kidding. Just remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff on all our social media.
Totes.
This is episode 77 of the Me and Them podcast. I almost said my name first. It's your boy Rayan.
I'm Darren.
And also, boy.
We out this piece.
All right, peace.
Nah.
Bye.